A key part of managing a flood emergency is to set up physical facilities which may be needed by responders. The incident command system includes standard terms and map symbols for various types of tactical facilities. These ICS symbols and terms are used on levee maintaining agency flood contingency maps to display good locations for facilities identified in the planning process. A special text box on the map provides lat and long coordinates for each of these possible facilities with additional descriptive information. All pre-identified tactical facilities shown on MUSR flood contingency maps are assigned unique designators. The unique designator is shown next to the facility symbol on the map, preventing confusion during regional flood operations. Keep in mind that unique designators are not assigned to incident command posts. All designators follow the same format. The first letter identifies the county, the next two letters identify the type of tactical facility, and the numeric assignment for that facility is added at the end. The designators count up consecutively from the southern end of the region to the northern end. Incident command posts are locations at which tactical level incident command functions are performed. Jurisdictional field command posts do not have alphanumeric designators, but are instead labeled on maps with the agency name or special district type and number. Each levee maintaining agency will activate its pre-identified incident command post upon appointment of an LMA incident commander. Each incident command post should be staffed with at least one person to maintain documentation, keep track of incident commander's location, and answer calls from outside agencies or the public. Emergency meetings of the LMA Board of Trustees can be held here, as well as larger planning meetings and staff briefings. LMAs have pre-identified delivery points on their flood contingency map. A special delivery point is a special type of staging area where resources arriving from outside agencies, contractors, or suppliers can make initial contact with the LMA representatives who requested them. Delivery points may be thought of as easy-to-find rendezvous areas. The location of a delivery point, therefore, should be easy for outsiders to locate and should be located near the vicinity of the LMA. The delivery point should be large enough to allow multiple arriving vehicles to safely park for short periods of time. Once contact is made with the LMA, arriving resources are immediately moved either to a staging area or directly to a work site. More than one delivery point may be pre-identified by an LMA depending on its size and the number of potential access routes. A staging area is a location where resources, either material or human resources, can be located for an extended period of time before actual movement to a work site. Staging areas should be close to where the resources may be needed, but in a relatively safe location. Staging areas should have adequate space and ideally an all-weather surface. Staging areas are not normally staffed, but in cases where large amounts of materials are being stored, or those materials are being accessed by multiple agencies, an individual called a receiving distribution manager may be assigned to the staging area to document supply arrival and distribution. Levee maintaining agencies have pre-identified one or more staging areas to support their operations. These locations are shown on the LMA flood contingency map. A helispot is a pre-planned location where a helicopter can safely land and take off. Helispots are used for loading or unloading supplies, equipment, or personnel. A helispot is not a location where a helicopter can be refueled or serviced or parked for an extended period. Any helispots pre-identified by an LMA for emergency operations is marked on the LMA flood contingency map. In addition to the tactical facilities that are most often used by LMAs for their operations, emergency levee workers should also be familiar with other types of facilities that may be set up in the area by the county or a state agency. Symbols for these facilities may appear on a county-wide unified command map or on a LMA flood contingency map. A helibase, unlike a helispot, is a facility that can provide fuel and service for helicopters. These are often located at local airports or airfields. A logistical base is a location where major response logistics and administrative functions can be performed. Resources are maintained at this location but are not considered in service until assigned to a specific agency or incident. Logistics bases are normally staffed with a base manager and one or more receiving and distribution managers. There may also be a ground support unit located at the base to make deliveries to staging areas or other field locations. A camp is a location equipped and staffed to provide sleeping, food, water, sanitation, and other services to response personnel. A camp is critical because it provides logistics and services to personnel that are too far away from their base facilities. Other resources may also be kept at a camp to support incident operations if a base is not accessible to all the resources. Deployment of several crews from state agencies, such as the California Conservation Corps, may require that a camp be established in the area.